Hello my Wolfpack and welcome to the RBL Week 5 Team Builder, where this week we are battling the San Francisco Falcons, which are a very, very scary team, going to be honest. Yeah, this team counters my team really well. We've got Machamp, Togekiss. That combination itself is disgusting. Gengar, which is, you know, I think he picked up last week, and I'm kind of gutted because I also wanted to pick up Gengar at some point, but, you know, Gengar is scary. Galvantula, which is also a very, very scary Pokemon. Obviously, Sticky Webs in doubles isn't a thing, but, you know, it can definitely hit hard. Lycanroc Dusk is also a problem. It's fast. Turtonator, I'm not too concerned about, but it could come. You've got Fletchling, which I'm not concerned about at all. Porygon 2, which obviously I used last season. It is a beast, let's face it. Porygon 2 is tough to deal with. Liepard, which is such an annoying Pokemon to deal with. Prankster, obviously, is really, really difficult to deal with. And then we've got Salamence, which Salamence is a really destructive Pokemon, and it can also be a very passive Pokemon as well. So, yeah, it's difficult to plan for this team, and I'm not going to lie, whilst I did this battle like 2 weeks ago, I can definitely remember this is when I was busy as anything with work. I was super, super busy, and I think I took like 20 minutes. I only had like 20 minutes to build this team, so yeah, there are probably a lot of holes in it, if I'm completely honest. Yeah. So, my team, we start off with the standard Venusaur, Venusaur with Chlorophyll, Sleep Powder, obviously, to put things to sleep, like Togekiss. Definitely that thing asleep is going to be helpful. Machamp being asleep could be helpful. Porygon 2 being asleep could also be very helpful. Liepard being asleep is definitely a really handy thing to have as well. We've got Sludge Bomb, which is obviously a powerful poison type attack. I can Dynamax and Max Ooze. I've also got Giga Drain to max out and do the G-Max Vine Lash, which could cause some problems, and then Earth Power just for a bit more coverage on a few other mons, mostly the Gengar, because Gengar is a problem. Yeah, so the idea here is to put things to sleep. I do outspeed everything in Chlorophyll, barring Scarfs, but I don't expect to see Scarfs in doubles. I never do. But we've got Sleep Powder, allows us to put everything to sleep, and yeah, then we can just Dynamax and just cause a lot of problems, which is what I'm hoping is going to happen in this match. EV-wise, as I said, I've designed to outspeed things, so I've gone for the 140 in the speed, and then I've got max special attack, and then 116 defense, because Machamp is very scary. I'll admit, most of my planning has been around the Machamp, because I could definitely see that being a big, big part of this team. Next up, we have got Torkoal. Now, Torkoal is a good mon here. Obviously, Drought setting up the sun could definitely be really, really helpful. I've got Flavor Arrow, which obviously hits Galvantula. It hits a lot of the mons for neutral damage. Sludge Bomb, because it hits really hard on things, and I can also Dynamax and Max Ooze. Protect, because protecting can be a really good option in doubles, as you already know. And then Will-O-Wisp for things like the Machamp, the Salamence, the Lycanroc Dusk, even the Liepard potentially. Yeah, so Will-O-Wisp on lots of different things here could be really helpful. There is obviously some mons that are special, like Gengar and Galvantula, which don't really, you know, care about being burned, but, you know, it is what it is. Mostly here for the Machamp and the Salamence. I'm expecting to see physical Salamence on this team. EV-wise, max HP, max defense, because I want to live as many hits as I possibly can. And even Lycanroc Dusk, if I'm max defense, I don't think can one-shot me. Moving on to the next one, we've got Tapu Koko. Now, Tapu Koko is relatively solid here. Thunderbolt on, like, the Togekiss, on the Gengar, on the Lycanroc Dusk, on the Fletchling, even on Porygon 2, Liepard. All very, very, very powerful. Obviously, Max Lightning as well is really, really solid. Dazzling Gleam allows for me to hit the Salamence and the Machamp for super effective damage. Nature's Madness, if something Dynamaxes and I want to half its HP, there you go. That's the reason for Nature's Madness. And Protect allows us to, obviously, stop being hit by any attacks. Life Orb is on here just to boost my damage output a little bit. And I've gone Telepathy over Electric Terrain. Obviously, if I want ones to be asleep, and I want to put Venusaur alongside Tapu Koko for any reason, then I really need Telepathy there. Also, I think I've got Earthquake on Tauros, and the Telepathy works in combination there as well. EV-wise, I am designed to outspeed everything that's not Scarfed. I outspeed the Gengar by 1. which is the fastest mon on his team. Obviously, max airstreams from like the Salamence do cause me problems, but I have got backups in case of that happening. And then I've just got a lot of special attack investment to allow me to hit really, really hard. Moving on to Reuniclus, we've got Trick Room here. Now, this is what I meant by my alternative. Trick Room being set up against things like the Salamence, the Machamp, the Lycanroc Dust, the Galvantula Gengar. Very, very fast team. So it's a very fast team. A lot of the focus is on speed here. The Trick Room allows me to like slow things down a little bit. So Cassie Berry on here. This stops the Ghost type attack, I believe. Let me just double check that. I'm not 100% sure now that I said it. But yeah, super effective Ghost type attack because obviously the Gengar is a big problem. I think the Gengar is more problematic than the Liepard, which is why I've gone for the Ghost rather than the Dart. Psychic, because it hits a lot of the team for neutral, if not super effective damage. Focus Blast is there for coverage on things like the Lycanroc Dust, the Liepard, the Porygon 2 as well. And then I've gone for Helping Hand, because I thought Helping Hand works really nicely in combination with basically any of my mons. I've got a lot of physical output here. Not physical, but a lot of like, yeah, physical. Physical and special. Offensive, that's the one I'm looking for. Offensive output with this team. That's kind of a big focus with it. EV-wise, I've gone for a lot of investment in special attack, but I've also gone for some HP, max HP, and I've gone for some defense investment because realistically I think I need it, because obviously there's a lot of mons here which can just chip me away very, very quickly. We've got Regenerator, so I can switch out and go into a different Pokemon, but obviously in doubles that's a little bit more difficult to do. A little bit more pro-strap than I'm used to. Moving on to the penultimate mon on this team, we have got Tauros. Now, Tauros with the Expert Belt because it's going to cause a lot of problems. It hits super effective on a lot of the team here. Intimidate to lower down the attack stats of things like the Machamp, the Lycanroc, the Turtonator, the Liepard, the Salamence if they're all physical. Definitely, I thought was the best option here. Rock Slide because I should be faster than everything on the field. Except for the Gengar, which I'll match speed on. I've got the Rock Slide to flinch different things because I'm hoping that'll happen. It also hits super effective on several of the mons. Close Combat for mostly the Porygon 2, but it does hit other mons like the Lycanroc Dusk. And then we've got Earthquake for powerful ground type attack. Obviously combines very nicely with Tapu Koko's Telepathy, and that will hit things like the Gengar for super effective damage. Now obviously Tauros can definitely counter Gengar pretty nicely in this team. Protect on there as well, because realistically having Protect is a good option. Tauros is definitely a really solid Dynamax option as well. Setting up the Max Quake, setting up the Close Combat, setting up the Rock Slide. Well, sorry, the Max Quake, the Max Knuckle, or the Max Sandstorm one. Max Rockfall. Sandstorm obviously not as good, but the Max Quake and the Max Knuckle are going to be really beneficial. Moving on to our last one, we have gone for Palossand. Palossand is as slow as it possibly can be. This is to work really well with the Trick Room and Reuniclus. And I just thought this thing could definitely cause some problems. Especially in the Trick Room, I put Destiny Bond on here because I could see like Porygon 2 attacking into it to kill it. And if that happens, then I take it down with me, and I absolutely love the idea of that. I think, because I think it affects any mon. I think it affects normal types. Not 100% sure, I guess we'll see in the match. But Sludge Bomb, max oozing, Earth Power, max quaking, Shadow Ball for coverage on things like the Gengar, and also just stab attack coverage. I think Palossand definitely has the opportunity to cause some problems here. Agwath Berry because I want to re-heal myself during the match, because realistically I didn't really have any more items that I could think of. We've got Water Compaction. Obviously there's not really a water type on this team, so I'm not really worried too much about that, but other ability wise I don't think he even gets any more abilities. I think he just gets water. Oh, he gets Sand Veil, but at the same time Sand Veil is illegal in this because evasion boosting is illegal. But yeah, that is my team. EV wise, as I said, it's slow and it's powerful with this Palossand. Now, mons that I expect to see: Machamp, Togekiss, Gengar, not Galvantula I don't think, but Machamp, Togekiss, Gengar, Liepard, Salamence, Porygon 2. Those are my 6 picks. The other 4 I just don't think. I think with Saiyan's team, not Saiyan, Hot Wings, with Hot Wings' team, The Galvantula, Lycanroc, Turtonator, and Fletchling are very situational, so the other 6 mons are likely to come in almost any situation. But that's going to be all for this video, and that's been quite a short one, but that is all. I hope you enjoyed this. Please do like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know if you think down in the comment section below. Anyways, I'm out of here, so have a good one, and I'll see you.